Welcome to Video Game Warzone number 394. My name is Torrance Davis, and I'm your host of the show. I'm in Jeezy Cam. I always start the show off in Jeezy Cam as an ode to Jeezy. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I'm in Discord. Let's see. See what Freddie's doing. I got that. I'm on YouTube's live control room. New. What's up, Bio2309? Bio2309. Oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I hate the new YouTube Studio beta. Okay, good. All right, so let's... Oh, I swear to God, it's like I forget how to do this shit every week. All right, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's time for the Video Game Power Hour. Freddie, where the fuck are you? Let's see where Freddie is. Let's get Freddie. Not much has been going on. Obviously, there's a new Gears out. And there's been a lot of hoopla with Mental Critic. I was on Throwdown this past week, and we were talking about Metacritic. And I've talked about Metacritic to no end. Okay? So, the whole issue, here's the big problem I have with, what the fuck is this shit? The big problem I have with meta sites like Mental Critic and Rotten Cucumbers. I think the idea of aggregating scores is just humans being lazy. Let's get all the scores all over the internet and let's aggregate them and put them on one site, and then we'll average them out and put one score, and that's the end all be all. So, case in point, Gears 5 was reviewed by 45 critics. But if you look at, and it was at 85. And let me make you understand, I don't really care about all this shit. I hate the idea of using scores for reviews anyway. I hate the idea of using scores for reviews. I've always hated it. Back in the days of VGM, when they did their review crew and they did their scores, in the beginning it was cool. It kind of made sense. But as we evolved into this internet age of reviews and stuff like that, it just didn't make sense to me, because what was happening is people would go to websites and they wouldn't read the review and they would go directly to the score. And then they would run with that. What's up, Saris? And the issue is, the scores with Zandrius, call Freddie and get him on the show. With scores, it's like scores become the gospel. Awards become the gospel. How many times have you heard God of War got Game of the Year? Yes, God of War got Game of the Year at maybe 15 sites. But other games got Game of the Year at other sites. Maybe Spider-Man got Game of the Year at like 6 or 7 sites. You know? So it's like, if I tell you God of War got Game of the Year, the next question would be, well, from what outlet? What outlet gave God of War Game of the Year? You're coming to me and you're saying God of War is the Game of the Year, like, in the fucking universe, that is the Game of the Year, and that's it. But no. There's different sites, different opinions, different critics. So it's the same with review scores. Case in point, people will go to Mental Critic and they will see this 85 Metascore, which in the grand scheme of scores and numbers, that's a pretty damn good score. But they'll see this and they'll say, oh, Gears only got an 85 from 45 critics. But if I click on the 85, and I'm giving Metacritic some traffic here. I don't like to do that, but for the purpose of this show tonight, this is what I'm doing. So I go to Metacritic. You can do this too while you're listening to the show. You can go to Metacritic and pull up Gears 5. And 45 critics gave it a Metascore of 85. So you'll go and you'll say, Gears got a Metascore of 85. But if you click that score and you look at what all the critics actually gave it, you'll see all the real numbers. So GameRant, 100. Somos Xbox, 100. God is a Geek, 100. Generation Xbox, 98. Hobby Consoles, 95, 95. So there's lots of 90s in here, okay? And I'm literally scrolling, and I haven't stopped. I finally got my first 87, which is a site called Mary Station, okay? So then we start getting down to those low 80s and the 85s. There's a lot of 80s, and the three worst scores in the list are a 73, a 70, and a 60. Those are the worst. Above that, the lowest score is a 79. There are only three outlets that gave this game 70s, and one outlet that gave it a 60. And everybody's jumping on this guy that gave it a 60, saying he doesn't know anything about games, blah, 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 even though it's just his fucking opinion, okay? So these are all opinions, and then they take these numbers, and they average them out, and they come up with a Metascore, okay? So people go and they say, wow, it only got an 85, it must suck, even though an 85 doesn't suck. But they don't click on the score and see, oh, wait a minute, there's 3 100s here. There's a bunch of 95s and 90s. Wait a minute. You know? And if you look at the scores, the one that really hurts the Metascore is the 60. If that 60 was just 10 points higher, the whole Metascore would be higher. So you're saying this game sucks because one site gave it a 60. What it boils down to. It's all fucking stupid. But then you go to the user reviews. There's 1,147 user reviews, okay? 1,000 of those people who gave reviews gave it a positive review. 32 gave it a mixed review, and 115 gave it negative. So their user reviews are on a lower scale. It's a scale from 1 to 10. I don't know why the user reviews get a lower scale. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So I'm scrolling. There's a bunch of 10s. There's a bunch of 9s. A lot of people truly do love this game. And if you're one of these people, and don't get offended when I say this, if you're one of these people that is weak-minded and you need these reviews to help determine what games you buy, you need these review scores because you're weak-minded, then you should come and look at the user reviews, because people who actually go out and pay for the game and write a review, I think those scores are more important than the critics' reviews. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just a bunch of people with opinions. So if you take all the critics and you take all the gamers and you put them all together, it's just 1,200 people, roughly 1,200 people that have an opinion on this game. And just because those 1,200 people have an opinion on this game, that shouldn't deter you from buying it. It shouldn't make you buy it. You should determine that you want the game on your own. Or, if you're unsure about whether you should buy the game or not, fuck the scores. Read the actual review. Read what they're saying about it. That guy who gave and this isn't true, but case in point, that guy who gave the game a 60, maybe he gave it a 60 because the story was really, really bad, but the gameplay is fucking awesome. You're never going to know if you don't read the fucking review. And I seriously wish that every fucking critic that is on Metacritic would just get together, emails, phone calls, texts, whatever, and just stop giving games the scores for a month. So we can see what happens to Metacritic. Like, what's going to happen to Metacritic if a badass new game comes out, like Kojima's new game, Desert Stranding or Jungle Stranding or whatever the fuck it's called. Digital Stranding. Death Stranding. Death Stranding. Imagine if Death Stranding came out and all the critics that are on Metacritic decided, let's not give it a number score, we'll just write our reviews. Metacritic would not have a score for Death Stranding. Therefore, people wouldn't go to Metacritic to see the Metacritic score because they wouldn't have a score. So people would have to stop using the site because there's no score. You see what I'm saying? But in the world, you have strong-minded people and you have weak-minded people. The weak-minded people aren't going to go away. So as long as the weak-minded people exist, sites like Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes are going to exist. Period. So that's the issue I have with all this shit. It's not specific to I made it. Seth, it's not a specific person who says 85 sucks. You know there are a lot of people who look at 85s these days and don't think it's a great score. And I don't want to get into the semantics about scores because an 85 is a fucking great score. It's not a bad score at all. But there's a lot of people out there that don't think 85 is good at all. They think you have to have a 90 plus or get the fuck out. He says, I think people who buy the game are more biased. Not in this day and age. I think people that buy the game, if they're not happy with it, they are more often to get on Twitter and rage about a game that sucks. More so today than ever. Man, I paid $60 for this game and it fucking sucks. I mean, where do you think the angry video game nerd came from? Sometimes when I'm standing in a game slut, I don't have time to read. It happened with Nier. Well, don't read. Just grab the game and go for it. What is there to read? Why is it that people need... And the thing is, it's not just someone's opinion. It's a stranger's opinion. Somebody you don't fucking know. Like, I feel that you guys that have been watching me for years know me. You don't know me as a person, but you know me. You know who I am. You know my shit. You kind of know what to expect from me, you know. But, and I know a lot of you guys have bought games based on my opinion and loved them. I know you guys have bought games based on my opinion and hated them. I've never told anybody to buy anything. Buying things is a gamble. It's a fucking gamble. The only reviews I trust are the reviews on Amazon. Because those are real. People get a product. If it works, they're going to give it a good review. If it doesn't work, they're going to give it a bad review. So I go to Amazon and I look at those reviews. When I'm about to buy something, I go through those reviews. And I read all the good ones and all the bad ones because I want to know if this product is going to be shit. And we're not talking about a game where you're running through, I didn't like the graphics, so I took points off. We're talking about shit that you need to take home, plug it in, and it needs to fucking work. Okay? That's why I read reviews on Amazon. Anytime you buy a product, you should read reviews. And even with video games, if you have no idea what the fuck the game is, and you want to learn about it and see if you like it or not, read the text in the review. Fuck the numbers. Well, you know, I can only buy one game a month and I work hard for my $60, so I want to know what I'm getting is good or bad. How do you fucking know? If 1,000 people say the game is good and 100 say it sucks, how do you know whether you're going to like it or not? If 1,000 say it sucks and 100 say it's good, how do you know whether you're going to like it or not? You don't fucking know until you play the game. You just don't. Now we have other things. We have videos, you know, and we have YouTube. We can watch people play, and that helps us. That helps us determine whether we should play or not. As a matter of fact, the videos, the streams on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, they do a great job of helping people determine whether they want to play a game or not. Because if you're seeing the game being played on the screen, it's like, oh shit, I want to control the guy and shoot the gun or whatever. You can tell. It's a lot better than reading the fucking review. Because the review is going to go into a lot of bullshit that you don't even give a fuck about. But I think you should care more about the written review than the number. Because what is a fucking number? What is a number?
Look, they're going crazy.
And then you have the other problem when people get pissed off at journalists for giving low scores. And they want to try and figure out, maybe there's a reason why they get... She just doesn't like Xbox. He's a pony. Oh, yeah, they have to have some... There's got to be some reason why he gave the game a 60. Freddie knows what I'm talking about. Freddie is the prime example. Like, when I think of, like, true gamers... And I'm not blowing smoke up his ass. I'm not cupping his balls. I'm not giving him a hand job. I'm speaking from the heart. Freddie is a perfect example of a true gamer because nobody ever really hears anything from Freddie. You know, we got a secret chat room on the internet.
I'm a spy.
We got, do you know, Freddie, that Discord has video and we could see our faces in Discord? Hey, what's up, Jason Capo? And let's see, Zandrius. Who else we got in here? Ruben in Arizona. We got Emery Calman. Hello, everybody. We could put our faces. Did you see the throwdown the other night? They do it on Discord now, and so Discord has it. So you could, it's like Hangouts. You could just get a whole mess of people.
How they did it in Discord. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can get a whole mess so we can see your face, Freddie. But it's too late because there's only 6 episodes left. No time to change things now.
The last episode we'll just play and die.
But no,
yeah, we on. Yeah, see you later. Warzone's over.
See, so seriously, Freddie he's the best example of a true gamer. We got a chat that we're in. We got a secret chat out on the internet that we're in with Freddie, me and a bunch of other dudes. Freddie just comes in once in a while with funny pictures. Or to,
just so random.
Or, yeah, random shit. Or to say, yeah, that sucks. Or, yeah, it was fucking awesome. That's it. When Freddie buys a game, like, Freddie literally buys his fucking games and plays them. And enjoys them like every fucking gamer should.
Unless it sucks ass.
Freddie's not going to fucking Metacritic. Do you even read reviews before you buy games, Freddie?
I look at little stuff, but not really.
Like,
it's just like,
I need to know if they have a full life thing that you can get during the game. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right there. Okay. I just wanted to know. I need to know how big the levels are. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's good. So probably little stuff, right?
Yeah, it's starting like I just look and see. I don't know. Just look at a couple stuff, look at a couple reviews sometimes, but like, yeah, most likely, if I'm really gonna want that game, I'm just gonna buy it, or
I can't read reviews anymore because I think,
or just wait for a deal or something.
Well, on the flip side, I think a lot of the journalists out there are fucking pretentious assholes. And they think they're on some higher echelon of whatever because they do game reviews. And I'm kind of a snob when it comes to certain things.
Hang on, I'm back.
So, how many Food Network fans are in here? Just type a 1 or something. Are there a lot of Food Network fans in here? I'm about to snob out on you right now. Just continue typing while I snob out. When I watch Beat Bobby Flay and I watch Chop. Here's what I hate about Beat Bobby Flay. I love the show. It's one of my favorite fucking shows. I hate when they invite food writers or food bloggers as judges. Because I'm like, what, food bloggers, food writers? What the fuck have they cooked lately? Like, why are you inviting food bloggers and food writers on the fucking show? I want to see either an executive chef or somebody who's in the fucking in the midst of it all, you know? I want to see somebody that's taking shots on the battlefield. I want somebody that's getting real experience, you know? But they have these food bloggers and food writers on the show. Every time they have a food blogger or food writer as a judge, I'm like, get that motherfucker out of here. Because food bloggers and food writers, especially if they achieve some fame on YouTube or whatever, they think they're some like fucking elite food critic. And it drives me fucking crazy. Just like movie critics and game critics. Game critics think they're on some higher fucking echelon of shit. And it drives me up a fucking wall. Up a fucking wall. So I'm a snob when it comes to things like that. But game critics have really showed their ass this generation. They have really showed their ass. And I'm telling you right now, streamers are putting them out of business. You know, people who get these games and they stream and they show you the gameplay, they're putting these guys out of business because that's what gamers really want to see. They want to see the games being fucking played by somebody who can fucking play the games. They don't want to hear some fucking pretentious tight ass talk about how they didn't like Bros versus Hoes trophy in God of War. Or how they don't how they feel that the women were treated in the fucking game, or how they had big boobs and shit, or whatever. They don't fucking want to hear that shit. I got $60 to buy a game, motherfucker. Lay down the facts about the game, and that's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear your opinion on other bullshit that doesn't fucking matter. We were talking, like, journalism is fucking dead in games. It's completely dead. It's not even on a downturn or almost dead or it's going to be done in a couple years. It is fucking dead. Fucking dead. And it's funny because even if Shut the Fuck Up and Play blew up and became a huge site and we were able to pay everybody, it would probably be dead right now. And we probably would have converted it to a YouTube site. The written word in games journalism is dead. It's dead because of video. It's dead because of the mistrust of these fucking elite, stuck-up, pretentious-ass journalists. It's dead because of the way the companies, the publishers, are doing their things in the industry. It's dead because they're trying to scam us for money. I guess NBA2K20 is full of all kinds of bullshit. It's not even worth getting. Have you seen Madden? The latest Madden is just crap. Because EA has these people churning these fucking games out and all they're doing is changing the box art. Pretty much. This is what this industry has turned into. And it fucking sucks. Seth says, I have to read because sometimes I don't know what the game is about. Good reason. For example, some RPGs weren't real time. White Knight Chronicles and Tales games. I wasted money on Tales of Symphonia. What the fuck is this shit? Emery says, I got an i5 4th gen with 4 gigabytes for $136 and $70 500 gigabyte SSD and an $80 1030 LP. So now I'm going to make an emulation machine out of that thing. Going to install Laka or Batocera Linux on the whole thing. Borderlands 3 is sending me tons of crap about how I should try Epic Game Store. Yeesh, they're so thirsty. I don't mind that Epic's doing their thing, but I sure as fuck am not getting Borderlands 3 on Epic. Steam all the way. And I'm not one of these haters. I got all kinds of stores and shit on my hard drive. But if they were to make Borderlands 3 exclusive to the Epic Store, I'm sorry, I wouldn't get it. I'd wait. I can't, like, and it's not like I care because I usually go where the games go. Typically, I would go where the games go. But if you're talking about Uplay, that's Ubisoft's, okay? You're talking about most of the Microsoft stuff. That's Microsoft stuff in the Windows Store. And even Microsoft is branching out to Steam. You look at Witcher 3, GOG, you know? But, like, if Take-Two had a store for all their games, to buy their games, I wouldn't mind going there to get Borderlands 3. I don't want to go to fucking Epic to get it, you know? And I don't even think Steam has exclusivity with games. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they do. So, anyway, let me read some of this. So, Bio2309. Oh, I forgot what the question was. Oh, he watches Food Network. Okay. Emery says, like 4 years ago, I watched Ruben watch it. I know Ruben's a foodie, so I know he watches it. Food Network started cooking gross shit like putting Fleet directly on fire so it's scorched and outside and raw on the inside. Those idiots want to get worms and cancer at the same time. Flavortown made food blogs. You meant Flavortown. Flavortown made food blogs, cook, and they... Oh, yeah. See, I want to see that episode. I have to see that episode. Was that on Guys Grocery Games? Tell me what episode that is so I can watch it. Emery says if they aren't doing that, they're putting curry and mango in chowder or some shit. Nope. Hot dogs with gold on them is the new thing. I don't want gold on a Wagyu hot dog. What the hell is that? This hot dog's $186. Not in my neighborhood it ain't. They used to show you how to fry a piece of cod and beer batter. Now it's expensive, ugly shit that makes no sense. You're not watching the right shows, man. You got to watch fucking Beat Bobby Flay. Sarah looks like a stop smoking in bed commercial now. Okay, anyway. So Gears. How do you know Microsoft has a hit game? Anybody? Show of hands. Freddie, you want to speak up? Wake up, Freddie. What the fuck you doing? I need you. The fuck did Freddie go? He's sitting in here. He's probably stumbling trying to figure out his mic. Okay, so how do you know a Microsoft game is going to be a hot game? Freddie?
What happened?
How do you...
Yeah, I'm playing the game. And
How do you know Microsoft has a hot game on their hands?
When like 80 million people are playing and getting disconnected.
There you go, Freddie. Ding, 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 ding. So Gears, you know, I got the Ultimate Game Pass, so I was able to play it early. But Gears comes out, and I want to get on. I see Freddie online, you know, and I say, "Oh, Freddie, let me invite him to a game." I see Steven online. Let me invite him. So me and Steve getting in a fucking Xbox Live party together. Freddie, I don't know, he's playing with himself. And we can't get in the same game together for some odd reason. Now, he's on Xbox and I'm on PC. I finally get in the game and we're talking and I'm playing and killing. He's not in the fucking game. So I was like, whatever. So the next day, it's like Friday, I'm going to come home from work and I want to get on Gears 5 and kill people. Can't fucking get on. Xbox Live is down. Xbox Live is down. You know how Microsoft has a hit on their hands? Xbox Live goes down the day the game gets released.
Oh, I see.
It never fucking fails. Remember when it happened with Halo 3? Freddie? Remember?
Yeah.
I'm going to kick you off the show.
Oh, shit.
That's how you know they got a fucking hit on their hands. I guess that's a good sign, right? So Xbox Live was pretty much down all Friday night. And the thing that sucks is if you got the game on Game Pass and shit, you couldn't even get in to play the single-player campaign. So I said, oh, maybe it's just Gears 5. Let me get on Gears 4 and play that campaign. So I get on Gears 4. Can't. Why? Because I got Gears 4 digitally. And it won't let me in the game because Xbox Live is down. Can't sign into my account. Can't load my saves. This is when a disc and a local save comes in handy. Did you get yours on disc, Freddie?
No, I didn't get mine on disc. I just got it on the Game Pass.
I'm surprised you're still giving Microsoft money after what they did to you.
It was like $1 and it was like, fuck it.
Because you were playing Dead Rising in your underwear. I can't believe you're still giving them money. Emery says, I stood in line at GameStop to pick up my Halo 3 and people who just stopped by went in and came back with a copy. While I had held my pre-order and waited to get inside. Then I got back to my apartment and can't log in. So I was in line for Halo 2. So I had 2 pre-orders, one for me and one for my roommate. I went to pick it up for him. And then they gave out raffles in the line, and if you won, you got a free copy of Halo 2. So I won a copy. That Halo 2 kind of pissed me off at first. I didn't like the online at first. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? So that's Gears 5. So, it's a pretty decent game from what I've seen. They're saying the single-player graphics are some of the best Gears has ever had, finally. I really hope this... I haven't even really got through Gears 4 story, so I really can't comment on the story. But one of my issues with Gears is, as dope as those games were, is I thought the story was kind of lackluster. Like, that's what makes Uncharted better for me than Gears, was the story was somewhat better. But I thought the gameplay was better in Gears. It's weird. But at least Uncharted had better story. I just want a little bit... Like, I'm playing a campaign, I want it to be a little bit more interesting. And they tried to do it, and it fucking failed, okay? Give me something good. All they did for us is they passed around Sprite and Cheetos. So anyway, that's Gears. So Sony has nothing for 2019. There's no PSX, no end of the year show. Does anybody know if TLOU2, The Last of Us 2, is even coming out this year? Or is it going to be a PS5 launch title? This is where you speak, Freddie.
Huh?
What are you doing, man? What am I?
I'm playing co-op Gears of War.
Why are you playing co-op? You playing with
talk to other people.
You playing with Xandrius?
No, I'm not playing with Xandrius. He could get the game to work or something. I don't know. I'm playing with other friends, and I'm fucking Jack.
You're fucking Jack.
Yeah, you.
How is he?
Co-op, you play Jack.
Oh! You're playing the little robot.
Yeah. So.
Spoilers. I didn't know that.
You didn't know
Why
that?
are you spoiling the game for me, Freddie?
That's not.
I can't start the Gears 5 campaign until I finish Gears 4.
Actually, I did get it to work. I'm just playing the. I'm playing the tutorial, so I know the controls.
Xandria speaks.
Like I can't play Gears of War.
Xandria speaks. I did get it to work.
I only talk every 4 years.
I don't think I've ever heard Xandria's talk.
Fuck you.
You've
heard me talk before. Remember that time a few weeks ago when you heard my wife?
The only time he has talk was when you had 3D TV. He was the only one that had that shit.
Hi, my name is Andreas, and I have the first 3D television in America.
He thought he was so cool when everyone liked that shit.
Hip hop gamer, fuck you, my TV, bitch. How come you never talk, Sandra? You should talk more.
Yeah.
I've now made you second co-host. You have to talk every week till the show's done.
Oh.
Might as well.
You have a very unique
voice.
I'd
rather have an appearance, at least a decent appearance on the show before it's gone.
Yeah, that's so people remember you.
Oh, no, just to do it.
Check off your bucket list.
Yeah.
Fly a plane. Have sex with 3 girls. Talk on the Warzone. Emery says the story of Gears 2 ended with them sinking the last city that they wanted to protect because the locals were under it. So they did what the enemy was trying to do all along. To beat the enemy. Thank you. Yeah, it was fucking stupid. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
All the buttons.
The story of Gears 2 was written by a tab of acid, and 3, they never told us what to deal with the Queen. Yes, that fucking pissed me off too. It's like, okay, the Queen is clearly human. Clearly human. It didn't make any fucking sense. The gameplay was dope. The graphics were dope, but I'm like, where did this bitch come from? Like, how did all this get started? or where Hive came from. So it was like they had to wrap it up and forgot to spell some stuff out. I've started 4. I'm still trying to figure out, like, in my mind, when I play Gears 4 and I see Gears 5, I'm seeing Locust. So I'm like, okay, if we got rid of all the Locusts, how are they coming back? And I haven't got to that point in Gears 4 yet. He says the last boss of Gears 3 was an electric bee. Gears excels in its gameplay, not in its story. It's weird. Yeah, so Sony has nothing till 2020. Now, if you've been around like I've been around, before Sony releases a console, Sony dies and lets the third parties do all the games and whatever until their console comes out. Have you noticed this with every console? That literally the year before Sony drops a new console, they just like stop. They close up shop, turn off the lights, and go to some secret hideout somewhere to work on the next system. You know? Freddie, you're going to have to turn off the game. It's Andreas. Call him on the phone and tell him to turn off the game. Oh, wait, I have his phone number.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me call him. Freddie. There he is.
Hello.
He better pick up this fucking phone.
Hello.
Man, get off the fucking game, man. What are you doing? We got a show to do here. This is more important. We got people that aren't playing Gears to listen to this show.
Let's go, Fred. Get your shit together.
I'll just play. Yeah, I'll be back. They don't keep going back and fucking forth and then doing all this bullshit.
Unmute your microphone, Joe, so we can hear you get yelled at again.
You picked the wrong time to be playing Gears, man.
Well, they fucking, they don't get a day off. So
Don't tell them to call in sick.
that's what we trying to tell them, man.
Oh God. Hilarious. Dom running around. 3 with a shotgun in his mouth felt like a real story, though. Maria was a laugh riot for the wrong reasons. I love your take on games, Emery. I love your takes. They're hilarious.
I'm just not gonna play with voice chat. I'm just gonna play.
Yeah, man. What the fuck up, man? We only got 6 shows left, Freddie.
Well, you like so random, so I don't know. You'd be like 4 weeks off, and then I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm letting it ride, man. I'm simmering.
I know it ain't shit to
If
talk about.
you do realize if I didn't take those weeks off, the show would be over already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and plus there's got to be something to fucking talk about. And September, Gamageddon is among us. There's going to be a lot to talk about. So what else is going on? So the 2K20 fiasco. Let me find this video. Have you guys heard about this shit? NBA2K20 is a gambling casino. Look at this shit. and this is from Angry Joe. Hey, Joe's got another dude there.
But I gotta tell you though, Tor, this game looks really awesome in the OLED TV.
Oh, really?
It pops so good. It's like so clean. I'm like, damn.
We just got done watching.
I thought it don't feel like it's still Gears, but it's just.
Oh, so that's what you're talking about your TV, hip hop?
Yeah, I had to go a little hip hop for a little bit.
So I guess there's all kinds of gambling and all kinds of weird shit in NBA 2K20 now, and Angry Joe went ill on it. Plus, there's a lot of other shit people are talking about this game.
Oh my god,
the controls fucking suck and all this other shit. And I'm like, I remember when 2K used to be the cream of the crop when it came to sports games. They're high quality. Now they're doing like EA shit. Like, what the fuck is up with that? And I used to be that guy that bought the new new basketball game every time they dropped one, because that's what we did. But it's like, what are you paying for? Do you guys ever think you guys that buy the sports games, do you ever like try to figure out what you actually just paid for? And what makes 2K20 better than 2K19, 2K19 better than 2K18, Madden 18 better than 17, Madden 20 better than 19? Like, what is it? The new Madden 20 is just like fucking Madden 10. There was a video some dude posted where like 8 dudes tried to tackle this dude and he ran through all of them.
Damn.
It's like, but see, that's the thing. They should put the tools in the game so we can update the roster ourselves, or at least download it. You remember when 2K, NFL 2K used to have downloadable rosters? You just get online every season and download the new rosters. What the fuck? That was back in the fucking, when was that? That was back in fucking early 2000s. It's unbelievable what these companies are doing. Like, the NBA 2K used to be the shit. It used to be the shit. Look at it now.
Even the graphics don't seem like they're getting any better.
Oh, they're not. They're diminishing returns.
It's just horse shit, man. It's a fucking slot machine game. What the fuck? Slot machine.
So there are a lot of people are pissed off about that. It's not even, you can't even get excited about this shit anymore. What's everybody excited about? Me right now is, in terms of games, video games, Borderlands 3. I'm sorry I haven't finished God of War yet. I come home and I'm like, okay, tonight we're going to play God of War. And then I just don't want to play. I don't think I'm really enjoying the game that much. Because if I was enjoying it, I'd be like, oh shit, we ain't doing shit. I'm going home to play God of War. It's become a grind for me. And every time I'm like, okay, let me play God of War. Let me finish this fucking game. I don't do it. It's a tough one for me. It has its good points, but I just, it's such a fucking grind. Emery says, not just the games, the sports, the presentation. I like Battletech lately. It's XCOM with giant robots, and if I don't take my money on a mission, I know I did bad. It's because you're old. I don't know. I don't think it's because I'm old, because there's other stuff that I really do want to play. I did get a couple games of Gears in, Sarah Connor and the T800 and shit. Gears is fucking badass. They've really tightened down the gameplay. But, can't trust those servers. You never know when you're going to get booted out. Or when Xbox Live is going to go down. Right, Freddie?
Yeah.
I know you're not talking anymore, but you have to be involved.
Yeah.
Jason Capo says he feels like 2K15 is better than 2K20. And when are they going to bring Blitz back and NCAA? I want some college and arcade football.
Shit, the one on Dreamcast is better, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. Speaking of football, and you guys follow football, so Antonio Brown got released from the what the fuck's the team? I hate when I forget things. From the Raiders.
No, yeah, he got released from the Raiders.
And then the Pats picked him up.
Yeah.
Because they were putting jokes that Belichick wouldn't even pick up. If anybody's gonna pick this dude up and deal with him and get him to play and shut up, it's gonna be Belichick. That's what he does. He shut fucking Ocho up. Remember how loud Ocho Cinco was before he went to the Pats? Isn't that crazy? That's fucking crazy. Surprised. For all you guys that don't watch sports, that's the equivalent of Kojima leaving Konami and Sony picking him up. Like right away.
I mean, the Pats also picked up a druggie like Josh Gordon, so if they
Yeah.
could deal with that, I guess they could deal with a Looney Tune like Antonio Brown.
He said Looney Tune. Well, Andrews is really getting into it tonight, Freddie. He's like, I like this. I like talking on a podcast. This is great. You're going to be world famous, Andrews, because we usually get 1 million views a week.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Joe's actually talking, huh?
Wait, I'm hearing a different voice. Who the fuck was that?
That's me and Fred's friend, Jason.
Oh, Jason is you and Freddie's friend. I was wondering where that Jason, like I've never seen the Jason Capel. Where are you? How long you been listening to Jason?
Just today, probably.
Yeah, no, I've chimed in a few times.
Yeah. What's your favorite podcast?
Joe Rogan.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer.
Joe Rogan.
You're lucky I don't.
thought it was Vegan Gaines.
You're lucky I don't Batman people anymore because I would have Batmaned you. Actually, Joe Rogan is a good podcast. So what do we got?
Second to this one.
What do we got? Oh, look, my background went dark. I love when that happens. It gives me better lighting on my face. So, how many people are getting Borderlands 3? Show of hands. A hand is a 1. Unless there's a hand emoji that we could use. No Borderlands 3s, Andres? What the fuck? Freddie, you getting it?
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus. Am I the only
Borderlands fan? If
my God.
With a squad, yeah.
Triggerman says, Belichick is just quick to cut you. He cut that one running back for showing up late one practice after the game. Triggerman says he's getting it. Sorry says he might. I love Borderlands 2 so much. I'm on my second playthrough, but the reason why I haven't been able to beat it the second time is because I'm using that dude with the guns, and he fucking sucks, so I keep dying. Tokyo Game Show's in 5 days. So I was talking about Sony has nothing going on until 2020. So no PSX, really no new games. They're not even going to be at the Tokyo Game Show. Sony isn't going to be at the Tokyo Game Show. They're like right down the street from the convention center, and they're not going to be there. Wait, just let me confirm this. Because I think they're going to have a stage show, but no booth. Hold on. Let's see. So Sony has a TGS 2019 stage schedule. They're going to show Death Stranding gameplay, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and more. So they are going to have a booth. So who the fuck said that they weren't going to be? Now I got to figure out who the fuck lied and said they weren't going to be at Tokyo Game Show. Let me check this shit out. So their schedule, this story was printed September 6th. That's today. They announced the schedule. It could be that they're going to have games there, but they're not going to have a booth. So let me do some more soul searching here. So who the fuck? Sony Tokyo lineup. Sony announces schedule. Sony not holding TGS 2019 press conference. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. It's coming from Polygoons. Console maker will still have a booth showing off new games, but no conference. That was August 30th. But then everybody else is saying they are having a press conference. Oh, I guess for the Tokyo Game Show, having a stage schedule isn't a press conference. So they're going to have a stage where they show shit being played, but it's not actually a press conference. All right, so no press conference. No press conference. No press conference for Sony at TGS 2019. Well, like I said, they're getting ready for the new PS5. They'll probably have a show in They'll probably should do what they did with the PS4, and in February they'll show the PS5 for the first time. Yeah. And the Grinch will get up.
They'll show the console this time?
Yeah, the Grinch will get up there and talk about all the cool technical things.
The Grinch?
Well, Mark Cerny does look like the Grinch. I mean, come on. But Mark Cerny will get up there. He'll talk about all the technical aspects of it, and he'll say 4K 60. Get used to 4K 60. And
then when it comes out, we get 4K 20.
Yep, they'll show it maybe. And whatever, it's going to be a dope conference, and everybody's going to be throwing their quarters at the fucking screen. And then Microsoft will probably do one too. Now, here's the thing about Microsoft is Microsoft can't do what they did last time. Microsoft's going to have to bring the heat. So they'll probably do all the technical aspects of the Xbox 2 or whatever the fuck it's going to be called. They'll probably show Forza 20 running on it. And it'll look like just some dude driving a car in real life or something. And they'll tout that it's 4K 60, blah, 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 blah. Then E3 will come, and we'll see they'll come with their guns firing, showing off new games on the new consoles. And they won't look any better than last gen because we're getting diminishing returns right now. People will walk away from the show talking about, oh, it doesn't look any better than the Xbox One X or PS4 Pro. And then the consoles will come out, and if Trump doesn't get his shit figured out with China, the consoles will come out at $700 next fall. And then we can sit back and see who the real fanboys are, because those will be the ones paying $700 for a fucking console. Same dudes that said PC gaming was too expensive. Right, Freddie?
Yeah, man.
That's how it's going to go. Xbox will launch with Sea of Thieves 2, Crackdown 4. Sony will launch with Fantavision. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else to discuss, is there? Is that our show? Do I need to start getting my fishing equipment together and go to sleep? Is this it? Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to ask me? There goes the question. It is about 8 or 9 inches long, Zandrius.
What? I didn't ask you.
Is anybody? No,
fuck?
you said, what is the average length of the cucumbers you buy for your salads? Get your mind out. Get your mind out the gutter. Jesus. Is anybody? I didn't ask you for your dick size, man. Who's talking about penises? Who's talking about cucumbers? Triggerman says Death Stranding will be a TGS with 80 minutes, and Ghost of Tsushima supposedly. Get used to ray tracing will be the new statement. Triggerman saw It, Chapter 2, and 40X, badass. What good with the movies? Ain't shit good with the movies. I'm just glad I don't see any more fucking Avengers Endgame shit on social media. I got tired of that shit. Just get the Blu-ray out so people stop fucking talking about it on social media. Ugh. Oh my God. I got sick and tired of hearing that. Ugh. Thank God it's over. And then I started watching it over because my friend hadn't seen it, so I started watching it with him. And I'm sitting there like, and then Valkyrie shows up. I'm like, and I look at him. I'm like, you saw Thor Ragnarok, right? Yeah. Wasn't Valkyrie on the ship that everybody got killed off of? Then the ship blew up. Wasn't she on there? She didn't fly away on no Pegasus or nothing. So I was like, that's where it's so. What the fuck was that? I heard a video game noise. What the hell was that? What was that? Somebody tell me. What the fuck? Hey, it's the real D White, motherfuckers. Damn, the show's almost over. I shouldn't have been fucking my bitch. But it's Saturday. What was that video game sound I just heard? Did anybody else hear it?
Video games.
What the fuck was that? It was like, ring. Yeah, I'll probably think of YouTube's. Oh, that's the sound that I put in the thing for when somebody subscribes to YouTube. Thank you. I must have missed the prompt on the video. Okay. No, there isn't Snook in Massachusetts. I would love to catch Snook, though. They're supposed to be great fighters. It's Jamal Thomas. Because you know how, like, if somebody gives me money, it plays the Wu-Tang song and the little thing pops up. I thought I had something for subscriptions other than a sound, but I guess it's just a sound. Interesting. And I forgot that I set all that up. So I was like, oh, that sounded cool. Of course it sounded cool because I'm the one who put the sound in there. And I'm fucking cool. Anyway. As always, I've been keeping it real with you guys for years. I know when to admit I'm wrong. I know when the facts can speak for themselves. And I want to thank everybody for supporting me all these years. I know it's not the last show, but, you know, I only got six chances to do this. So I always want to say thanks to you guys for supporting me and coming out here at 11:09 p.m. like the real D. White did because he's late to listen to the show. There's a Data East collection for the SNES. Oh, that new Nintendo toy? That fucking hula hoop? I'm willing to bet they're going to have an archery game with that. That would be cool if they had an archery game with it. But other than that, I was like, what the fuck is this? What are they doing? I think it's a sex toy. I think somebody's going to come out with like an adult game where you get naked and you use that hula hoop and do shit. So that Data East collection for NES, I got to search for that. That's important. If you're an old head like me, you know about Data East games. Data East arcade classics available. They had it for the Wii, so I guess they're bringing it out for where the fuck is Data East Classic Collection? Here it is. It's on YouTube.
What's up, guys? How's it going? It's John, and in this video, we're going to take a closer look.
You ever play Kingpin on PC?
No, what's that?
It's like a gangster type of game, and everyone's like all strong and that shit. And it's like I think it's like the first game I played that they said the F word in the game. They fucking all this shit. It's funny. It's an old ass game.
Nice. Fighter's History, Side Pocket. The first ad in my magazine was Side Pocket from Data East. It was free ad, but it was still an ad. Let's see what else we got here. Sorry, bro. I'll be honest. You were getting some pussy, weren't you, Real D. White? Be honest. Then you had to get, where you going, baby? I got to go watch the Warzone. You and that fucking podcast. I bet you he didn't suck your dick tonight. You're laughing because it's true. That's exactly what you did. You went out to dinner with your baby tonight, and you went to a movie, you came home, and you're like, fuck, okay, let's do it. Why was you only 3 minutes tonight? What's the rush? I know you ain't going to watch that nigga on fucking YouTube. Oh, okay. All right. Let me switch over to the Gcam. I'm not interested in the Sam Show collection. At one point, I owned all the Samurai Shodown games up to 4 on my Sega Saturn, but that's like, as far as I'm concerned, I only need one Samurai Shodown game. That's Samurai Shodown 2, and I got it. I love all the others, but 2 has always been my fucking favorite. It's just like with the Street Fighter games, I only want Alpha 2. Alpha 2 and Third Strike. As good as the other ones were, Alpha 2 and Third Strike were my favorites. Street Fighter Alpha 2! Just that intro gets me every time. For the Street Fighter Alpha, let me see. Street Fighter Alpha 2 intro. I love it. Here we go. Here we go. Street Fighter Alpha 2!